Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Shit!
Hey, you're Reggie's kid, yeah? I know who you are. I'm gonna call the cops. God damn it, this fucking kid. Oh, fuck.
Hey, don't call the cops.
Hey, you're Reggie's kid, yeah?
Hey, don't call the cops, man.
Look what you did to my wall.
Just don't call the cops, all right?
You're Reggie's kid, yeah? I'm calling them.
Look, I'm sorry about your wall, all right?
You blocking my way?
I'm blocking your way and I'm apologizing. Please don't call the cops. No reason to do that.
You are Reggie's kid.
Look, man, I'm not supposed to be out, all right? This is serious.
Oh, it's serious, yeah? Well, thanks for clearing that up. Of course Reggie raised an idiot.
Yeah, my dad's parenting leaves much to be desired. You gonna call the cops?
Oh, definitely.
Come on, man, I apologize.
There's enough apologies in the world. I don't need yours.
I like that. Is that Dickens? I read him. I'm a real good student, you know that?
Yeah? And you're an artist too, huh?
Well, you know, I dabble in the arts.
So listen, kid, you called me with not a lot of sleep and I'm exhausted. This is not the kind of shit I wanted to deal with this morning. You're definitely not the kind of shit I want to deal with this morning, understand?
Crystal.
Now I'm gonna call him. Before I do, you listen to me. I'm a good person.
Okay.
I don't deserve this.
Okay, you gonna,
Alright?
okay, you gonna like hit me or something? Because I don't think the cops might not do well on that, you know?
Never mind.
Come on, man. Come on. Look, I got, I have money. Yeah, I got like 10 on me, but,
Vindication! Vindicated! Yeah!
I know that. I couldn't give you a definition, but I know it. I won the Ewing spelling bee in the 5th grade. I could spell it. V-I-N-G.
Hey! You want to wake the neighbors up?
I mean, are you gonna call the cops? You know who I am. How do you know who I am?
I'm thinking.
Well, I can see that's very intensive for you. I'll give you some time.
Listen, kid, in case you can't swear it, I call you red-handed. Red-handed vandalizing my house. You're a vandal.
I object to that.
You're a vandal. This is my house. And I know the cops around here. I wouldn't call them without a good reason. How old are you?
17.
17.
Yeah, and a half. My birthday's in January. My favorite color is blue. I like listening to loud music and pouting. You gonna call the cops?
Oh, you think you're funny?
I think I'm hilarious. You gonna call them or what? Because I can give you a few good reasons not to have them called. You know what? I think you're a pretty cool guy, barring this whole thing. And I don't think a cool guy like yourself wants me in trouble with my parents. You know, this right here is a learning experience. You know, look, I'm not supposed to be out, all right? I'm definitely not supposed to be drawing dicks on your wall, as you've made clear. You know I'm Reggie's kid, man. Look, you got me. You know my dad. He can be kind of a dick about these things.
Yeah, you can be.
Right. So maybe we could, I don't know, work something out.
Like what?
Like, do you have kids? I could tutor them.
I don't.
Well, my marketable skills extend pretty much only to test prep, so.
Are you done?
I mean, are you gonna call the cops? All right. Oh, no. Ah, shit, come on, man. Look, I'm sorry about your wall, all right? I was bored. I wanted, what did I want?
All right, it's 3 a.m. Time of your parents waking up tomorrow.
You mean today?
Yeah, today.
Like 7:30.
Okay, you probably need to get home at some point, make it look like you never left. 6 sound all right?
Yeah, 6 is fine, yeah.
Okay, so it's 3 a.m. You have until 6 to make this wall a masterpiece.
Excuse me?
You're painting over this. You're gonna make things right by me or I'm gonna call the cops. You do this, I don't tell your dad. We have a deal?
I don't know, you still won't call the cops.
And have you tell them I made you paint this wall at 3 a.m.?
Seems like you're locking yourself into this deal thing, huh?
Well, sleep's not gonna happen anyway, so you have some company while you work. Now, I'm not gonna tolerate anything half-assed either.
Gotta get your word or something? I mean, isn't that expected in this kind of thing? Integrity?
Integrity? What year you living in? We'll see if you get my word. For now, he's a brush. You're gonna need a screwdriver and pan while you're at it.
You know, I'm really looking forward to this, Nick. I think this is going to be a real good learning opportunity for me.
Keep it down, kid. You're going to wake up the neighbors.
Look, man, I'll paint your wall against my will, my better judgment, but shutting up, I cannot do. I refuse to do it.
Well, if you can't shut up, keep it down. I don't need the neighbors after me, too.
See, at least you can compromise. My dad's pick a position and argue until capitulation type. Wars of attrition, you know?
Yeah, I know. You can be a very stubborn guy. No respect for authority. You're a smart kid.
Thank you?
Well, not too smart. You didn't get caught.
Well, you ever think I wanted to get cut? I can't be doing that. So what do? You like to stick the screwdriver in here or something?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, don't tell me. Ah.
All right, I'm going to go grab a chair. Get to work.
Okay. So, you like the laconic old man type?
What's that?
Laconic, it means,
I know what laconic means.
Oh yeah, what does it mean?
Laconic is like when you're,
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that guy from No Country for Old Men.
Josh Brolin.
Nah, the other guy. The guy from The Fugitive, the old guy. Yeah,
Means
yeah.
You don't talk too much.
Yeah, it was on a vocab list somewhere.
Well, believe it or not, I don't mind talking. Quietly. And I'm not old.
You really think this is gonna take till 3 a.m.? 6 a.m.?
You gotta push a little harder there. Make sure you get the paint in there. And okay, like that.
Sorry, Signor Da Vinci.
Listen, kid, I'm doing you a favor here.
I don't know you shit, man. Not for punishing me. It's not like painting this wall's gonna make much of a difference.
What? What's that? What do you mean this painting this wall's not gonna make much of a difference?
Never mind.
No, what do you mean?
Because, look, man, this place is a shit show. I thought it was abandoned when I saw it.
It's not a shit show. Take that back.
Look, they're words, man. They don't do anything.
My house is fine.
Porch falling through to the dirt. Half your roof isn't even shingled. And that front lawn, when was the last time you cut that? This place looks unlivable.
It's not. I live here. I'm happy here. I don't need anybody telling me what my house is worth. All right?
All right.
So you're Junior?
No.
Reggie Junior?
No. I mean, I don't go by that. I mean, do not call me that. Not about it whatsoever.
I mean, that is your name, right? You are Reggie Junior. You're the oldest.
Yeah, first in my kin. Only don't start calling me Junior. It's not me.
What is?
Ed.
Ed?
Yeah. Ed. You got a problem with that?
Nah, no problem, Ed.
And what's your name? What with all the questions I never got yours?
Nick Pastus.
Well, Nick Pastus, it is 2009, and I can have any damn name I choose. It's a word.
Look, man, you can call yourself whatever you want. Just be even with that coat.
You really think this is going to take till 6 a.m.?
It's up to you, Ed. Now, who needs a flight at 3 a.m. on a Monday morning?
Man, I have a test tomorrow. Can I pick this up after school?
It's July.
Oh, yeah. It was worth a shot.
Yeah, it was a good try.
You'll admit what you're doing is a little crazy, right?
One ought to respond to a crazy world with crazy measures.
You quoting something?
Nah, I'm just tired.
Tough week?
Tough week, tough year, tough life.
How so?
Man, let me tell you, I have this horrible problem.
Yeah?
Yeah, this smart-ass kid keeps trying to get in my business.
You're talking about me.
Yeah.
You're talking about me. Right?
You are a smart kid.
Top of my class.
Really?
It's It's possible. Possibility exists. Of course, I do lie. Compulsively, probably. I mean, of course, which is the problem with the liar tells you he's lying, etc., which is fun to think about because, at what point do you even trust anyone, It would seem quite dangerous.
Don't you go crazy thinking so much.
Imparting some sage wisdom.
Spell like Connie.
Not a wind-up toy.
Oh, you want the spelling bee?
It's just not going to happen.
L-A-C-C-O.
No, 1C.
Oh, you're the spelling bee champ.
Actually, that was a lie, too. I never made it to the Ewing spelling bee. I did qualify, though. My mom wouldn't let me go.
Why not?
I don't know. She thought the stage fright and the peer pressure would trigger some sort of psycho spiral I was only one spelling bee away from, Which is a lot to expect in a kid. That doesn't happen. Anyway, she's crazy.
Shouldn't call your mother crazy.
Okay.
Found it. Laconic. Comes from the Latin laconicus. It's right by Laconian, which means some people somewhere or something. Anyway, it means not talking a lot. It's not what it means literally, but in other words.
Fascinating. Yeah, I used to read it when I was a kid. Mostly forgot it though, along with all of the English language. Yeah, I remember most words, but familiar with most words, but I don't know what any of those actually mean.
Really? You used to read the dictionary?
Yeah, probably should have kept with it.
Okay, well, guess I'll go put this back. You want some coffee?
Yeah, sure. See as I'm gonna be here a while. They're saying it's the end of financial institutions as we know it.
Yeah, hope you like milk.
What do you know about economics?
As much as won't depress me.
And that much is?
Not very much. I mean, things out of my control are one thing, but things in another man's control, a man I don't even know, who's to blame,
Is that unsettle you?
Dogs eat dogs, and numbers eat numbers, and everybody passes the garbage down the line until we get here.
Last man standing.
With the world on his shoulders. What keeps a man like that from tossing it all up when he has every reason to, huh?
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee. You seem well read.
I wouldn't say that. I have read more than the average ancient. Just try to get a reference out of my father.
Yeah, not a very subtle guy.
I'm assuming you work for him?
Work for him?
Yeah, what's it called? Keller Williams?
Yeah, I know, but no, I don't work for him. He works for me. I'm the manager.
You're his boss?
What did he tell you? I was his intern?
No. I just, can't believe my luck is all. Don't hold this against him, man. It's not his fault.
We'll see.
All right. Okay, but, he's all right. A little dumb.
Oh, he could sell a house, that's for sure. I mean, not now, of course, but he could.
Sounds depressing. Yeah, I try not to think too much about my future. I assume all roads lead to cubicles and water coolers.
Huh. What do you think you're gonna be?
This coffee sucks.
Yeah, because I tell you something, when I was your age...
Oh, God.
No, when I was your age, I didn't think I'd be back here selling real estate.
Where'd you grow up?
Trent.
Huh. Some odyssey you made. You had the whole world spread out before you, and you stayed in New Jersey?
Don't act like you know 1 ounce one bit,
One smidgen, one iota.
one iota what my life is.
Certainly not extraordinary.
Never said it was.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah?
Man, this coffee does suck. Tell me something. What makes someone paint a dick on a good man's wall?
A deep-seated anger.
Really?
Nah, just mad bored. We live in a mad, boring place if you didn't realize.
I think it's alright. It's calm.
That's the problem. What kind of people even come out of here, you know? Like, when's the last famous person or a person you even thought you know, come out of here, you know? See,
Sammy? No, Sammy Granville.
I said famous.
He is to certain people.
That's questionable.
I went to high school with Sammy. He was a pharmaceutical executive at 25. 25. You know what a pharma exec makes?
A lot.
Yeah, believe it or not, a lot. You know what you can do with that kind of money?
Get old and fat and rich and dead.
Sammy Granville was an extraordinary person.
Did you know him?
Yeah, in a way.
In what way's that?
Sammy Granville, he sold weed.
You what?
Marijuana.
Yeah, man, I know what weed is like, but like it's a little disarming. People your age aren't really into the whole open drug discourse thing.
Well, I never learned what I could and couldn't say to kids.
Well, I'll survive. Keep talking.
Oh, anyway, Sammy was basically it if you were looking for any kind of distracting substance. He was a funny guy, too. I remember this one time.
What'd you need distracting from?
I thought I was the one telling stories and you were the one painting. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You're 100% right, Nick. My sincerest apology.
Thank you. I humbly accept. Well, anyway, like I was saying, he was a funny guy. I remember this one time where...
Yeah, you said that.
Well, did I tell you about his glass eye?
All right, I get it. You're fucking with me. Very funny.
No, he had a glass eye in his own house. I remember those two things especially.
Your friend in high school had a glass eye, his own house, and sold you weed? This is a joke.
I never said he was my friend, just that he sold weed.
To you. Yes, he sold weed to you.
I never said that.
Well, look at me, regular Sherlock Holmes, putting two and two together.
Do you want to hear the story?
Is it a person or a story?
The person is the story. Sammy Granville is the story. And he had a glass eye in his own house in high school. Because get this, his parents were a couple of grade A American royalty. I asked her why this kid goes off selling drugs for money he don't need, the kids that probably need a better habit. I don't know. But he did have his own house. And shit went down in that house, you know what I mean? He'd have these poker nights, right? And he'd take his glass eye out and put it on the table and says, I see your bet. I see your bet.
That's a joke?
Yeah, it's a joke.
But he didn't actually say that, right?
No, but he actually did say it. This just goes to show you what kind of guy Sammy Granville was. He didn't know if he was making a joke or a bet. He didn't care. It's the kind of guy he was.
And he sold you weed, yes?
You're not going to incriminate me, okay?
I'm just trying to get to know you.
So anyway, his parents, they don't want a drug dealer living in their house, so they get him a little place. Imagine a high school kid with his own house. Imagine you with your own house. He'd probably draw dicks all over it.
Oh boy, could I?
So Sammy had a lot of friends. Well, at least a lot of people knew Sammy. And I liked him. He was funny. I think he liked me too. I remember this one time, he had his business and everything. He even offered me a job, said I could help him move some of his stuff.
Move some of his stuff?
Yeah.
You were a drug dealer? Alright, I get it. You're fucking with me. Very funny. What, kind of like lesson thing?
No, wait.
Nah, man, I want a lesson learned job, man.
No.
Nah, man, I'm painting your fucking wall, and I don't want no moralistic tale about your adolescent fucking drug use.
I did not do drugs.
Oh, it's 2009. Everyone does drugs.
Do you?
Oh, what kind of a question? I'm like 11 years old, Nick. I don't have a sense of humor, Nick.
I don't get it. I read you could have raised such a sarcastic little shit of a son. Really, I don't.
Don't think too hard. I don't get it either. The world's too serious. I'm a sarcastic little shit. Here's the dick. Ha ha.
You want to hear the end of the story?
Is it a person or a story?
It's the same thing. They're the same
You
thing.
might want to pull out that dictionary again.
Will you quit it?
What, am I bothering you?
Yeah, you're bothering
That's
me.
a shame, man. That's a real one.
You want to hear the story or not?
What do you think? Of course I want to hear the end of your story. That's what it is.
Then why are you messing with me?
Do you even know who's messing with you?
More than you know.
All right. I'll hear the end of your story. If it's good.
Well, I could just as easily call the
Well,
cops.
please don't. Not over
I mean, I could just as easily.
I never got your word.
Let me finish the story with Sandy.
Can I get your word after the story?
Fine.
Can I get your word that I can get your word after the story?
Okay, fine.
You are a tough cookie. All right. I'll listen to your story. If it's good.
Do you remember where I was?
I think you're about to start your storied career as a high school drug dealer.
Nah, I didn't take his offer.
Really?
No, I didn't deal. Anyway, I'm reading the newspaper some years later, and whose stupid glass-eyed face should I see in a suit and tie sitting behind a conference table but Sandy Granville, the giant?
Is there a moral to this story?
Nah, it's just the truth. It doesn't teach lessons, it's just what happened.
So that's your extraordinary man, huh?
The Sammy Granville succeed without making any sense to the rest of us, with no reason for us to understand. But it does make some sense, right? I mean, he went from selling drugs to selling drugs. The only thing that changed was who he sold them to.
What kind of drugs?
What? I don't know. I didn't read much past that picture.
Sammy Granville, huh? Fascinating. Let me get that word down. You gave your word.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah? Well, don't hurt yourself. Just give me your word. Promise me you won't call the cops.
I'm thinking.
I'll get back to painting once I get that word. A word you promised.
I know, but if I give that word, then I'm gonna have to keep it.
You have things confused, don't you? See, Nick, I think you're pissed and don't want to put up something like your word because, and I don't blame you. But I don't think people give much of a shit about promises. I think they just make them. Make me one.
And why do you care then?
Because I'm sick with integrity, too. I want insurance, Nick.
Fine, you have my word.
No, let's shake hands.
Fine.
More official, that way.
Fine, you have my word.
Word of what?
I won't call the cops.
Sign on the dotted line, Nick. I want your soul, Nick.
Paint now, you can have my soul later.
Can I have some more coffee? Your story was so engrossing, I let mine go cold.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, and Nick? 2 sugars and like a splash of milk. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah. God damn it, you son of a bitch!
Something
kid.
wrong, Nick? You
Look
spilled
what
the
you
coffee?
did to my robe!
Oh, shit, man, that wasn't me. All right, it was me.
We had a deal.
Oh, no, you shit, man, not for punishing me.
You want me to call your dad? How about the cops?
Now, when you call the cops, man.
Hey, look at me! I know you think I don't know what you're on about, but I hate to break it to you, I do. This whole little act of not giving a shit? You want me to call the cops?
You gave your word you wouldn't.
I didn't sign a contract.
Neither did I. Neither did I. We had a deal.
Enough. I'm thinking.
Well, stop thinking and do something, huh?
You want me to do something, huh? You want me to do something? Do not put anything past me. Do not put anything past me. That'll be your first mistake.
All this over a fucking rope. Jesus, man, you want a new rope? Get a new rope. Hell, I'll buy you a new rope.
I don't want a new robe. This was my father's. I mean, he gave it to me. I don't know. I don't know. But you don't get to ruin it.
All right. I'm sorry. I said I was sorry.
I'm gonna put this in the laundry. Get back to work.
Pretty fucking immature, man. And despite your dismissiveness and like insistence on not shutting up, you're having a shitty week and you're taking out on me because you don't have a life. God, this sucks.
Please, don't rush it.
Don't rush it. Fucking wake the neighbors screaming like that. I hate this planet, I really do.
This is coffee. Splash of milk.
Thank you. Didn't think you were a sentimental type.
I'm allowed to value things.
Look, I'm sorry that's your role, alright? Seriously.
Whatever. I don't like living next to an airport. Planes fly over at all hours. Sometimes I can see the lights off the runway on a clear night. Planes keep me awake, and sometimes I can't sleep. No one ever complains. If any of my neighbors can't sleep, I don't hear a word of it. I wish I knew my neighbors better. I'd like to know if the planes bother them too. I can barely get any sleep. And you're Reggie's kid?
Last time I checked,
I don't believe it.
I'm told I have his eyes, his sense of humor, and his punchable face. I'd like to think I'm a little bit easier to get along with.
I wouldn't go that far.
And you're his boss, huh? Don't hold this against him, man. I didn't know his boss lived in this neighborhood.
I won't. Sins of the son, yeah? And you don't need my word for that. How a guy like that ends up with a kid like you?
I don't know, the guy's kind of a dick.
What does that make you?
An asshole. My dad's a dick, so he begets an asshole for the son. He has the mental infrastructure of a tube of toothpaste. I mean, the guy can only talk about selling houses.
And that makes him a dick?
Well, certainly he's not an asshole. An asshole is all-encompassing. Draws upon a body of information to piss off everyone he meets. Now, a dick, there's no artistry, there's no intention to it. There's something inevitable about a dick. As you can see, I've thought a little bit too much about this.
So what does that make you, an asshole?
Thank you.
I don't get it, though. I mean, the biggest word I've ever heard your father use is mortgage. And he pronounces the T like mortgage.
Yep, that's how he pronounces it. And I'm like, you're a realtor, how does no one correct you?
Trust me, I've tried. Besides, you're a smart kid. I mean...
I never had much of a problem with me getting smarter. When I try to, use those things I learned in, a practical sense, only to the point of confusing him, to the point of pissing him off, you know? I mean, no offense, but it seems like they set the intellectual bar pretty low to sell houses. No offense.
Yeah, I really try not to.
Well, if I'm so far from what you thought, how'd you know it was me?
I don't know, I can't remember. Maybe I knew, just had a feeling of something. You know, it seems like sometimes you know something, but you don't know the reason why. It's like a word, you just read it and you know what it means. Anyway, I don't know where from, but I know you.
That's reassuring.
It's not what I meant.
I didn't mean to mean what you meant. Only repeating what you said. Be sure the planes don't bother your neighbors. They have the curtains drawn.
I don't think that's the planes, though.
Just the times then.
Yeah. Hey, where do you live?
Oh, you wonder where I live now?
Yeah.
I live on Chestnut. That's
Yeah, no, Chestnut. I know where that is. You live by the Cohens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to high school with Robbie Cohen.
Yeah, his son Nicky's a grade below me. Bit of a social cripple, you know?
So how do you like your house?
What kind of a question's that?
I don't know. Just the kind of question that came to mind.
I don't know. It's alright. Normal, pretty much like this one. A little less sketchy. I never moved or anything. This town's a bit of a flytrap.
Well, you still have time to escape. Before the horrors of adult life dig their talons into you.
Man, I gotta get out of here. Half the reason I work so fucking hard is to get out of here. New Jersey. Storage comes to mind. One big warehouse. Nothing moves. Everything and everyone collects dust. They don't move. You know, it must be a genius to know if you don't move, you die. And kids? I can't even, consider a reality in which I'd, consider kids, you know? I mean, you're a smart guy.
Yeah? How's that?
I mean, not having kids and all. I mean, having kids just throwing away the potential you have as a person for the sake of having some little shit who has to keep up with you because until it grows half a brain and resents you for all the shit that didn't change because you didn't wear a condom. You know, this is some strong coffee.
Yeah.
And fuck you, because now this kid has to put up with your little with your inadequacies and whatever genetic garbage you managed to gift. I mean, there are people walking around my high school right now who, honest to God, wish they hadn't been born. You know, to live lives of inconvenience after inconvenience until, kaput.
What about you?
I don't know. I'd like to think I have a good sense of how fucked things are. I mean, I don't like to pump my own dick, but I think I'm disillusioned enough to see if this is fake, right? This is fake. This isn't real.
And how are you going to get to the real thing you think?
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, you're saying this isn't real. It feels real. It feels warm. The summer's messed me up. I mean, longer days than I'm used to. I can barely stand outside during the daytime. It gets so hot. It feels like shit. I feel this. It feels very real.
I don't know, man. It's just it's like everyone's running around trying to get get into college and get a good job and acting like something's gonna happen, but obviously nothing's gonna happen, you know? All it takes is a trip to the parents' office to realize this is fake. And their parents are probably eating the same shit, thinking they have kids with skills that no one ever taught them, you know?
This is fake. This isn't real, right?
I don't know, man.
So,
I don't know, I'm 17, you know?
you're 17. I know you're 17. You think at 17 I didn't look out there and saw what you saw? That your parents were, out there panning for gold, and my friends' parents were out there panning for gold, and I didn't see what they saw or what you saw. I didn't look out there and think to myself that they were deluded, that they didn't know what was really going on. You didn't think I thought that?
I don't know, you're a smart guy.
Smart guy.
That's why you're the boss.
Short answer is I thought I was brilliant. Probably a lot like you. And everybody says so. And school was cheap then and I went to a good one. When I got there, I met more smart guys than I thought could even exist. But they were deluded too. They were the ones without direction. Me? I was shot out of a fucking cannon, you know? But a place like this, it makes you feel like you're dragging yourself out of a swamp. Things started to get harder. I couldn't keep the numbers straight in my head. I couldn't remember shit. And I spent so many nights and so long just locking myself up in my own head, just thinking about how so not deluded I was. I thought I'd live forever. Now I better stop. This story is starting to have a moral.
No, I'm listening.
Well, I dropped out. An alcoholic. My mother's sick and bad. My father's starting to lose it. And what I thought I could break into, that real thing, I'd fallen right into it. Crash like an airplane right here. And you're the moral of the story, I guess.
I know how you know me. Yeah, I don't remember it or much of the day, but I think it was Bring Your Child to Work Day. You know, some years ago at the office. Yeah, and you know, I don't remember much. I think I was sick or something. Because I remember I was throwing up in like a conference room. Yeah, and I remember somebody carried me to the bathroom, you know? And I can't remember who it was or anything or what they said, but I can remember their voice, you know, saying, you know, let it out. It's gonna be okay.
I don't remember.
I threw up all over your shirt. Seems like I have a bad habit ruining your clothes.
I think I remember that.
Man, I can hardly remember it. Just that voice and, you know, what he said.
Sounds like a nice guy. Sure wasn't your father?
No. It wasn't. Just wasn't. I think it was chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake?
Yeah, I think I got into too much chocolate cake and it made me sick, you know? Look, I didn't mean to say what happened to you wasn't real, I don't know.
I mean, I ran it, no. My wife says I ran too much. Says everything turns into a speech. I should be more gracious to my neighbors.
Seems like they put up with it, huh?
You don't even know. The whole neighborhood's out on a witch hunt looking for somebody with a laser pointer, trying to blind pilots.
You're a homegrown terrorist.
I'm just trying to get some sleep.
You know, as an idea, Nick, you're one thing, but in practice, you just don't work.
God, I'm tired.
You could go to sleep.
Yeah, I could.
Feeling pretty tired myself.
You want some more coffee?
You ever think what would have happened if you'd taken that job from Sammy?
Sammy?
Yeah, what's it called? Sammy Granville?
Oh, yeah, no. Nothing would have come of that.
What do you mean? They said the guy's a millionaire.
That wasn't the point of the story.
It was a point of the story? I learned nothing.
It's like when someone says they went to college with Bill Bixby. It's just a story to pass the time
What
with.
do you want?
I'm not bullshitting you.
Then you're deluded. I don't need to be 50 years old to know what regret looks like.
I'm 40.
You carry yourself like an old man. Look, most people don't want much. You know, a car or something, maybe something nice, like a shirt, a new shirt, a gift for your girlfriend.
Your point.
But see, I don't think you want any of those things. I think, despite your fist shaking at the universe, you still think there's some hope for you. Nick Pastus, the patron saint of his own ego. Now, I don't think you knew what Sammy was going to be, but it seems like you remember everything up to his social security number, remembering things that he said around a poker table?
That was just a little story with the glass eye.
Did you know Sammy Granville?
Yeah,
Did you
everybody
know
did.
him on a first name basis?
Everybody did.
Did he sell you drugs? I'll answer that with a big old yes. And one last thing. Did he offer you a job selling drugs or other things to kids in your school?
Yeah,
Where
but...
there is smoke, there is. Where there are flies, there is
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
You were
man.
fucking friends with the guy. He didn't offer you a job. He was asking a friend for a favor, and you said no. Why? Moral dilemma? Lazy?
You got me all figured out, but you can't figure out why.
I didn't figure you out. I read you. You were a bit too obvious with the sad nostalgia shtick. Remember when you could choose?
Yeah, I could choose to call the cops.
You could choose to keep your word. According to your moral track record, it seems likely.
You think I'm a good person?
I don't know. I do think you put a lot of work into making
Well,
the
you
world
think
see.
I didn't take the deal with Sammy because I'm a good person? Who do you think I am? I didn't go through with it because I thought I might get caught. I thought I'd mess up some way and get myself in trouble. That's it. I was looking out for my own skin.
Look where that's gotten you. The world isn't cruel, it's just full of people like you. I think they're playing it safe.
I'm sorry I didn't sell drugs to high schoolers. Next time I go to confessional, I'll put that right after hitting a 17-year-old.
All of this to say that despite your reasons for burning Sammy down, you turned him down. And now he's rich and having some effect, and you're here. Trying to blame anyone but yourself.
He wouldn't have taken me with him.
If you could logic your way out of regret, you would have moved states by now.
You're so wise. Like you get any of this? Like you know the first thing about regret?
I know what I know. What's true is true. I don't know how I know it, I just do.
You don't know what would have happened.
I know what could have happened. So do you. It's why you bring them up in the first place. It's why you remember.
Just shut up!
Quiet! You'll wake the neighbors!
Oh, fuck the neighbors! You know shit about me or Sammy. You don't know what he meant to me or what I meant to him. He's just a kid, you just don't know.
If you'd taken that job from Sammy, you might have been a millionaire. Now, you may not believe that, but I want you to understand it's possible. I can't hurt you any more than you can hurt yourself, Nick. And I want to hurt you, Nick. I want to make you feel pain. I want to gouge out your eyes. And it has nothing to do with painting your wall. That's just. That I can understand. There is something in you I don't like. That I hate. It's a shame because you're a cool guy if you're not a good one.
Read.
What's this?
Page B8. Go to the last name.
Obituaries. I don't.
Sammy Granville, founder, CEO of pharmaceutical company Muse, died Thursday evening at the age of 41 in his Manhattan apartment. Cause of death is unavailable at this time. He was a loving father and husband. He leaves behind a widow and 3 children named Sarah, Nemia, and Charlie.
You can remember all that?
41. 40 fucking 1. How many perfectly healthy people you know die at 41?
Only one?
And if I told you he might have did it to himself, you could believe me. You always had a habit, maybe that's what got him. Accident on purpose, it don't make me feel any better.
Fuck, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, fuck off.
Look, I'm capable of sympathy.
Oh, I thought you wanted to hurt me.
I can't take credit for this.
Sammy Granville was one of the great ones. The one kind of person that comes through your life so fast you don't even know what hit you. And he'll be remembered, at least for a little while. And what if it was an overdose, huh? How funny is that?
I don't know.
And what if he did himself in? What could make a guy like that do something like that? What could be so bad that money can't fix? And where are those bad things? Are they in my head? Are they in my house? And what do I do then?
I don't know. I can't find a moral in that. I can't find a lesson in that. It doesn't mean you couldn't have tried.
Well, you have your father's stubbornness. You know that?
Seems like something going around.
What could I have done?
I don't know. Maybe you could have helped him.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
That's it then.
I take a step to the left, my house gets vandalized. I take a step to the right, the stock market crashes. If I blame the world, apparently I don't take enough responsibility. If I take the blame, I go nuts.
Not the way it has to be.
That's the way it is. I hate to break it to you. And just to drive the point home, I never bought weed from Sammy. I have asthma. I can't smoke.
I want a break.
You're not making much progress.
I need to use the bathroom. And believe it or not, I have rights. While my patience for your personal turmoil seems inexpensible, my bladder is unfortunately less forgiving. Catch my drift?
Yeah, more than you know. The bathroom's in the basement.
What, you don't have a bathroom on the first floor? You don't trust me?
No, I don't trust you.
Well, trust me. I know how to aim.
Gonna make one of you fall one day, right out of the sky. Right in my own backyard so I can see what you look like up close. I've only been in a plane once. It was a propeller thing my buddy Gerhard owned. Jersey's so small from up there. He said if I looked down I could see my house, but I couldn't tell it from any of the others. We all look so small when you get up that high, don't you? We all look so small, don't we? Can't even think about leaving the ground. Gerhard showed me that the clouds were all just water. I always knew they were, but I kind of hoped they weren't. When I was a kid, I used to think they built whole cities on top of clouds. That there was always warm and sunny. That you didn't even need a house. You could sleep wherever you wanted. Funny, you gotta grow up eventually. How could I get in a plane now?
Didn't want to get paint on your towels.
Hey, do you know what fiduciary means?
Huh?
It says, Bear Stearns had a fiduciary responsibility to investors to merge with J.P. Morgan Chase and to avoid bankruptcy that would accelerate a worsening economic spiral, period. Now, what the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
Think it has something to do with this week I've been having?
Are you married?
What's it to you?
She's not dead, is she? I'm not barking up the wrong tragedy here.
No, she's alive. You can check my phone records if you want to see as much.
You know how anyone puts up with you on a daily basis? It's a profound mystery.
I'll make sure to ask your father that when I see him tomorrow. Today. She's in Florida.
And you're not?
What is this, 20 questions? You picked into my past, now you want to rip into my marriage?
Your resistance on the point speaks volumes.
Well, maybe I want to protect some things from you. I've learned my lesson. Talking to you is like the Inquisition.
It was a line of questioning.
You want to know who she is? She's in Florida. That's where she is.
Well, don't get upset, Nikki.
You're as good as talking down to me as I am at,
Forming similes?
Okay.
Why aren't you with it?
I couldn't go.
Yeah?
I had to work.
You ever even been on a plane?
Sure, I've been on loads of planes. I've been flown everywhere.
Yeah?
Yeah,
California?
of course.
Midwest?
I've been there.
How about Europe?
Yeah, I've been there too.
When?
2002. You want my itinerary and stamp passport?
But not Florida 2009.
No, not Florida 2009.
Why not Florida 2009?
I don't have time for a vacation.
So she's in Florida, huh? That's nice. Good weather down there. Sweet stylings of rainy gray NJ don't inspire much, but Florida. There's something going on in Florida. I've heard Florida's pretty violent.
That's reassuring.
Didn't know you needed reassurance.
I don't.
And why do you talk like the sun will come up tomorrow?
Today.
Whatever. And this is what, a vacation? She's on vacation without you? That's romantic.
She's taking care of some business that if you couldn't guess is none of yours.
Now, do you think telling me that makes me any less interested?
She's taking care of my father for the week. He's sick. He's in a home.
And you're not? Why aren't you there?
It's the way things worked out. I had to work. And besides, the kind of sick he is, it doesn't really matter. Faces to him are like a different language. He just doesn't. Anyway, that's the truth. You got something snarky to say? What do you do with honesty? Are you disarmed?
Forgive my curiosity.
You're allowed to be. I can't tell you what you can't ask, but whether I answered or not, I don't know.
That sounds like an open check, Nick.
Why do you gotta punish me? I thought we had a deal.
Well, it's not like we met under the best circumstances, Nick.
And what do I know about you? It seems like I'm the only one getting interviewed here.
All right. Shoot, what do you want to know?
Well, did you really used to read the dictionary?
Yeah, I used to when I was a kid,
You're still a kid.
and then I stopped.
Was there a reason you stopped?
Nah, just got bored, as one does.
Because I used to read the dictionary.
Really? Why'd you stop?
Well, my mom threw it away.
Really?
Yeah, I was like 8 or something, and she just said, that's it, no more. I almost made it all the way through. I'm a little fuzzy around the R's and the S's, but
Did she give you a reason why? I found mothers are pretty good at telegraphing their feelings.
I thought I was the one asking questions.
Again, forgive me for being curious.
Anyway, my mother tried. She tried to make sense out of confusing times the best way she could. But she was a bit frantic about going. That's how I put it. Because I believe my mother was a, honest to God, a good, fair person. But she'd have these moments of Old Testament behavior, I guess. She got in her head that I spent too much time with that dictionary, and that was it. I didn't do much after that. Just watch TV.
My mother's crazy.
I didn't say she was crazy. You shouldn't throw a word like that around and stop meaning anything.
And what do you know, you wise old 40-year-old? Have you had your midlife crisis yet? I can give you a sneak peek. My mother's been having one since she had me. She can't go outside without sunglasses or earphones, which, okay, doesn't make her crazy. But she's afraid her neighbors are being watched, her kids, her husband. She thinks there are surveillance planes flying above her, or at least makes reference to them. So I don't bandy around the word crazy. I mean what I say. I don't lie or exaggerate.
Reggie never told me that.
The guy's incapable of talking anything but shop. I mean, what did the 80s do to you people? Suck out your souls?
Reggie doesn't mean everybody.
He means almost everybody. He did the worst thing by my mother, faking some capacity for love he did not possess.
Well, at least you're here.
Yeah, and some bright day I've woken up.
And your bright prospects and your bright future.
You're being facetious.
Because even your dad, and I don't think he's a dick, was once your age and probably thought his father was a vacuous bag of bones. But the fact of the matter is this was what he became. That's just what happened, like me.
At least you can hold a substantive
And
conversation.
if I had had a kid, he'd be saying the same thing about me. Lucky me. I couldn't have one, and I miss out on this fountain of endless criticism.
Fountain of what? I should put that on my resume. You couldn't have one?
Yeah, another night.
What, do I have to paint another dick on your wall to get you to talk to me?
You under the impression we haven't been talking? You really think your mother's crazy, huh?
I don't know if children break people or if it takes a kind of broken person to have a kid, but in my estimation, if you want my opinion, I think it's a fuck thing to do to a kid to have. I mean, I didn't know you couldn't.
Yeah, another night.
Have I told you enough?
Well, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Why is that?
There's no ugly shade of blue.
That's a good answer.
My neighbor has a handicapped kid. If your kid came out that way, what would you do?
I don't know. Have you always lived around here?
Didn't you already ask me that? Yeah, all my life.
If you could live anywhere.
Oh, come on.
Nah, seriously, anywhere.
California. I'm a sucker for good weather and lax drug enforcement.
How many drugs have you
I
done?
don't want to scare you.
You smoke weed?
Well, obviously.
Is it like that with all the
I
kids?
mean, everyone I know does at least. I don't trust people who don't if they can't. This country's no place for Puritans.
Have you ever gone anyplace else just to visit?
I went to Florida once.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only foreign country I've been to.
Hey, Florida's not a foreign country. What do you want from me?
Your soulmate.
Are you the devil?
I don't know. What do you want?
I don't know. Yeah, have you ever left the country? Have you ever gone someplace else?
We were gonna go to Bermuda once, but my mother wanted to try out hypochondria that week.
You really think your mother's crazy?
I don't know. She could be. I don't like to diagnose.
But you'll call her crazy.
Well, it's a word vague enough to throw around. I don't know. She could be. Shit started to drive me crazy too.
Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, come on.
Nah, I'm just asking.
Nah, I don't want to answer that. Whatever.
Where do you think we're going?
In what sense?
Any sense.
Nowhere, right? Not until this wall's finished. Where do you think we're going?
Well, if you don't know, it's not the best time to sell houses. I mean, even the winners are losing, just not as bad as the losers.
Are you worried?
Be more specific.
Could it get worse?
It could. I heard it could. You know anything about pensions or savings?
No.
Well, the punchline is you lose everything.
What's the joke?
That you owned any of it in the first place.
The Cohens lost, the bank took the Cohens' place like 2 weeks ago.
Really? What's Robbie doing?
Not much of anything's what I heard. His wife's pulling stakes, moving to California, says she's gonna go out work on the internet or something. At least that's what Nikki says.
What about the dad?
I don't know, I see him sometimes. Smokes a lot of cigarettes. I don't know. No one's moved into his house. I think that's getting to him, you know? Like, if no one else wants to live there, why can't he?
Hardly seems fair.
He didn't make his payments. You don't get to keep what you don't pay for. Who says that's not fair?
I do.
Well, that's adorable, Nick.
Think that's funny? You're laughing at that man's expense? What if that was your father, huh?
I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at you. I've been laughing at you this whole time. Yeah, it's fucked. It's the world we live in.
Robbie was a good guy when I knew him.
Have you paid off your mortgage?
Have you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Reggie's a responsible
What
guy.
does responsibility have to do with it?
You'll be
Robbie
fine.
Cohen's responsible, yeah, because you're the definition of A-OK. You're not exactly an authority on shit.
I have a secret weapon. I just don't care.
That's just not true, Nick.
No. Come what may, I'll be here. I'll be here.
You're not going to live forever.
You don't know that.
Even Sammy Granville died. What chance is there for you?
I was just making a
Well,
joke.
don't get funny on me, Nick.
There's a dick on my wall. Here's a joke. They give you a dream of a house, and a car, and a wife, and some kids, and you loan your soul out to get them. At least this washes off.
That's a joke? I didn't even laugh, and I laugh at everything.
Oh, you do, huh? Because giving a shit's just the worst. You think I'm an idiot, don't you? Is that right?
Why do you care so much what I think about you anyway?
I don't care.
Right, you don't care about anything. Come what may.
I was making a joke.
Well, don't get pissed, Nick. I thought you didn't give a shit.
I don't give a shit about you. I don't care. I really don't care.
That's what I thought.
What am I, like, supposed to give a shit about everybody?
Yeah, a little bit, Nick.
This is what people do. They ruin your life.
Your life isn't ruined. The Cohens are ruined. You're fine.
You don't know the first thing.
About responsibility, I know a lot.
No, you don't. You don't.
I know anybody who blames everyone else for everything might just be casting too wide of a net. You just might be an asshole.
I'm not an asshole, Ed.
Well, something smells.
I'm not an asshole.
I thought you didn't give a shit what I thought.
And what about you? You think just because you're a kid you're not responsible for anything? Look what you did.
Not my fault this place looks abandoned.
I don't care what you think about my house.
Right, you don't care about it.
No, I don't. I don't
You don't care about anything, do you?
I don't care. No, stop. It's getting a headache.
Well, I can leave.
No, you don't leave. You paint and no more talking.
Fine by me.
Think you're so goddamn
I
smart.
thought it was no more talking.
For you,
Huh, so you can talk now and I can't?
I didn't commit a crime, did I?
Asshole.
Shut up and paint. For once, I wanted to be quiet, still and quiet. And fuck you because I gotta keep everything together. And you're just a kid. And I wouldn't blame you except you think you can't be blamed. Well, your actions have consequences. You don't get a pass. And you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You can make fun of me as much as you want, but you're not going anywhere. Because you think you have a clue of how fucked you are. Well, you don't. And when you do, you can come back here and we can see who's laughing.
Fuck me for having some hope.
Oh, fuck you then.
And who said I should, huh?
I don't know what you're
I was told
about.
things could be a little bit better. I'm sorry. How wrong of me. I was told things could be a little bit better than my parents. Or yours. How dare I have the audacity to be more than you?
You're naive.
Then you're small, Nick. We're both ill-prepared. At least I know how big I am. You carry the world on your shoulders and you blame everyone else for putting it there. You
It's
put
not
it
my
there!
fault.
You're so full of shit!
It's not my fault. Is it my fault you painted a dick on my house? Is it my fault I can't sleep? That I can't visit my dad? That there's something in my head that wants me gone? That there's no work?
You'll be fine. My family's gone.
I'm no better off. It's all sinking. It wasn't built on anything.
You can't stay still. You stay still, you die.
I can hold on through the worst of it.
You can't keep it together.
I'll keep it together. I'm not going to lose my mind.
And what happens once you down one of those planes, huh?
It won't happen.
What if it does happen? What if it's because you kind of want it to? Because you've already lost it.
I'll keep it together. I'll keep it together. I'll keep it together. I'll keep going.
Where, Florida?
Fuck you!
What happens when you do down one of those planes, huh? What if you do make your mark, Nick? As the man who lost it. A blip. Nothing at all.
Then I'll face the consequences, because that's what a man does. He knows what his faults are, and he knows what he owns and what he don't own.
You're small, Nick. Only the big things stay still, and you're small. You got it.
You know what's out there. You know what you're gonna find. Shit! Your chances are slim to none.
I'll find a way out.
I couldn't.
Well, I'm not you. I'm not lazy.
Oh, here we go.
And you're a college dropout.
Oh,
Nick.
hey!
Sit down over something. And I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy! Stop! Please stop.
Can I go?
Go.
Are you gonna call the cops?
Just go. I'm not gonna call the cops. Just go. Keep it together. I'll keep it together. I'll keep it together. I'll keep it together. I'll keep it
When the market turned, everything in my college fund disappeared. I was hurt, and I was scared, and I came out here to, I don't know. I didn't know it was your house. I got lucky and I'm sorry. I'm not a bad person. Maybe I am, I don't know. Look, I don't want any of this coming back on my dad, alright? He's not responsible. I am. And he's a good person, too. He's difficult, but he's good. I know that.